Hello?
Oh, Obe Blanc, how are you?
Hey, what's going on?
Yep, this is Kyle at USCombatSports.com. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Good.
Well, I was just calling to get a little interview with you, and can you explain to us a little bit about yourself for the fans and some achievements you've accomplished in wrestling?
Oh, man. All right. I mean, kind of a little bit about me, I guess. I started wrestling when I was a sophomore in high school, and I fell into it by accident. It was one of those things where the teacher was like, I'll give you like a free day off of class if you just go to the wrestling coach and tell him it'll be a practice today. So I was like, okay, whatever. So anyways, I ended up doing that. Uh, I think it was on the Thursday I started my practice, and we had a match on Saturday. And I ended up winning my first match, which was like a JV. Me and the kid, we both had no idea what we were doing. But in the end, I ended up winning the match. I didn't even know I won. And ended up sticking with it. And anyways, that same year, I ended up winning district, regions, and ended up being like the number one seed for state, but didn't play. I lost like in the second round. And then I lost to the kid that took third. You know, I mean, all those guys had me by experience. You know, I was still just getting the hang of the sport. I ended up losing that second round because I took the guy down to win, but he had a wizard, and I didn't even know, like, that's not two, so I just held him there rather than, like, pulling his arm and putting him to his back. But I ended up wrestling all summer, ended up getting better, and went one state spot my senior year. And ended up winning senior nationals, and ended up getting a full ride to Lock Haven, where I ended up All-American, I think, my junior year there. And by then I had, finished all my classes, and I went into grad school and didn't have any program for me, so I ended up transferring to Oklahoma State, thinking like the best place I could go. So I ended up at Oklahoma State, wrestled here, fell short of being All-American by one. And, Coach Smith kind of talked to me, and like, you're not done wrestling, man. You got a lot of wrestling left in you, and, I kind of figured he was right. And after 2 years of training freestyle, I ended up making the world team, and we were going pretty well there. Ended up losing, I think it was the quarterfinal. Okay. I mean, I was up. I don't know if you watched the match or not, but I was up. I was winning the whole time, and then ended up making one mistake. That took me to my back. Got the fall, man. And that was like the first point that got scored on me the whole tournament. And in last year, ended up losing to Simmons in the finals of a challenge tournament to make the world team. And right now, I'm just, back on my on the grind, basically trying to get back and making the Olympic team.
Okay, so what would be keys to success, you would say, for any young wrestlers or wrestlers right now that are making the switch from high school wrestling to college to post-college wrestling? What would you say were keys to success for yourself?
The keys to success, I mean, it's pretty like same for wrestling as it is. I think anything else. It's just hard work, focus, and being dedicated. You know, by that, I mean, people sometimes they go in the gym or whatever, or the practice room. They work hard, but they don't keep it consistent. So consistency is a big part of it. Doing it day in, day out, so it just becomes a second nature to you. So I think that has a big aspect of the difference of guys you see winning nationals every year and the guys that don't win every year. Some guys, they'd be like, oh man, I'm tired today, so I'm just gonna take off or not train as hard. But the guys who keep winning it, they're in there 100% every day. And I think that's the biggest transition between high school and college. These guys are working out twice a day, 5 times a week. And in high school, I mean, you work out maybe once a day during that practice time. And I think a lot of guys don't expect to work as hard once they get into college, and they'll make that transition as well. I mean, some guys do though.
Hmm. So, are you affiliated with any club teams right now, other than Team USA?
Um, you mean like training with?
Yes.
I mean, I train with the Gator Wrestling Club. That's basically our club. You know, there's different clubs in the U.S., which are Sun Kids and NYAC, all that. So me myself, I'm with the Gator Wrestling Club.
Okay, and you're competing at 55 kilograms at
Yeah.
the freestyle.
Yes, sir.
Would you say freestyle helped you in college from competing? Did you do any freestyle during college, or folk style helped more with freestyle?
I think freestyle helps more with folk style
Helps.
because in freestyle, you know, it's so easy to give up points. So you have to really focus on your setups and your finishing being crisp and quick. And I think that translates well into folk style because if you have that mentality, like as soon as I get on the leg, I got to finish quickly before this guy gets a chance to counter. So I did a little bit throughout college. Like just once a year, I'd go to University Nationals. A lot of guys do, but I mean, like I said, you train for a little bit and you wrestle once. But I definitely think freestyle helps folk style.
Okay. So the goals for the near future to make the Olympics?
Yes, definitely. The future being a couple of months away. You know, yeah,
Can
yeah.
you
That is the ultimate goal for me.
That's awesome. Can you explain the process of making it to, say, the Olympics and making the team for the United States?
Yeah, definitely. Well, what we have right now is they'll have a bunch of qualifying tournaments throughout the U.S. I don't know how many more are left. And what you got to do, I think, is some of them you got to place in the top two to qualify for the trial. But the guys who are on the national team, being the top three guys, they're already qualified. And people who have been on the Olympic team, previous world team, they're qualified. And basically, once I think the cutoff is 16 guys. I think is tops the max. And once we have that, uh, we'll have the Olympic team trial in April. I believe that's I don't know the exact date. I think it might be April 20th or something like that in Iowa City.
Okay.
And yeah, and how that goes is you wrestle up to the finals, and once you make to the finals, you wrestle whoever's on the other side of you. You wrestle them best 2 out of 3. And if you win, 2 out of 3 matches, you're on the Olympic team. But some guys like Burroughs and who was it, Varner, they've already qualified for the finals already because they medal at Worlds. So whoever they'll wrestle those guys, best 2 out of 3. And if they beat them, they still got to beat them again in like an overseas tournament to make the spot. But that's not the case for my weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Being that the competition's extremely tough, can you give a little bit of little breakdown of like your daily routine and training for each week for this upcoming team trials, and how you prepare conditioning and live wrestling and etc.
Okay. Yeah. Right now, I train with the college team. I'm on their schedule. I mean, whatever they do, I'm basically doing it.
Okay.
But yeah. But for me, I'll train twice a day. Usually about five days out of the week, and usually in the morning, like Monday, Wednesday, I'll do like a lift. I'll do a lift in the morning, and then I'll do some type of cardio also. And in the afternoon, I'll wrestle with the team, whether it's drilling, whatever we're doing. I do exactly what they do, and then when we go top and bottom, I just modify it to do freestyle stuff. But right now, the big focus is on maintaining strength for me with my lifting and everything, and getting a high level cardio. Like something like running the treadmill at a high pace for 10 minutes, and then I transition over to the bike. Where I do bike matches. I don't know if you know what those are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do bike matches for 10 minutes, and I um, do the other running upstairs, like on a track or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I do that for another 10 minutes, and then I do the arenas or stadiums, and I do up and down 10 times. And that usually is a good workout that I like to do.
That sounds like
I like to do. Hey, what's that?
I said it sounds like a tough workout.
Yeah, it's tough, but I mean, you hit so much. You really get a lot of cardio, and you do that all back to back. I mean, that's the great thing about training here at OSU. Everything is real close to each other. So you hop off the treadmill, jump onto the bike, then you run upstairs to the track, and then you do the stadium Gallagher Hall. Less than an hour, you get like a crazy and high pace, intense workout.
So you said you're training with Oklahoma State. Your training partners in the wrestling room would be Jordan Oliver, and would he be one of them? And a couple. Who else would you be working with?
Right now, I go doing sometimes, but not as much lately. I mean, once he transitions into the freestyle mode, we'll be going more often. But
Okay.
So yeah, but Jordan will be definitely one of my training partners, go-to guys when we start hitting that close to Olympic trials phase. And also right now, Coleman Scott is one of my partners that I go with. And you got John Morrison, who's the 25-pounder, and Lad Rupp. And those guys are two top 10 25-pounders in the country. And then I got Eric Guerrero, somebody else I can also wrestle freestyle with and go with, and got other guys in the room. Got Coach Smith, Zach Esposito, running workouts. So it's a pretty good deal.
Awesome. Sounds pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
So do you have any tournaments coming up that you're gonna participate in to just kind of keep up to par, so you're ready to go for the team trials?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be flying here next month. I leave Stillwater on the 28th. And I'm gonna go up to Colorado. I'm gonna head out there. Actually, I might go to Wyoming and train for a few days and get used to the elevations. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take off here on the 28th. I'm gonna wrestle in the Shoutouts tournament the first week of February. I believe I wrestle like the 3rd, and then and right after that, the next day I take off to Turkey, and I'm gonna wrestle in the tournament out there. And then after Turkey, I'm going to go to Ukraine. I'm going to wrestle in the tournament out there. And then when I get back, I'm going to train in Colorado for a week. Maybe with like the Cuban team that's going to be out there for the Pan Am. And then come back home. So I'm going to be gone for a little bit here.
That sounds pretty exciting and pretty sweet to be able to travel the world and wrestle international competition.
Oh, yeah, it is, man. I mean, you get to see so much love for the sport. You get to see great competitors, high-level athletes doing it day in, day out, and get to see different countries and different societies and cultures. I mean, I love all that, So it to me, it's definitely a treat and a responsibility to definitely represent the U.S. and take our skills overseas and trying to do the best we can versus the rest of the world. Pretty cool.
All right, before we wrap this up, anyone you would like to put a shout out to?
Geez. Just basically just the whole Oklahoma State squad, They the coaches and everyone that's always there for us, Kenny Monday, he's also here. He's a great motivator, Just I don't know, just Oklahoma State, I guess. #1 team in the country, trying to get that title next year.
Well, we wish you the best of luck at team trials, and hope to see you in the Olympics.
Appreciate that. So I hope so too, and I'll do what I can to make that happen.
All right. Thank you very much, Obi.
I appreciate it, Kyle.
Take care.
You too, man.